is still at stake. At this stage of competition, if a school solves one riddle in the final round, they get 600 Ghana cedis. If they solve two, they get 1,200 Ghana cedis. If they solve three, they get 2,000 Ghana cedis. And if they solve all four, they get 2,400 Ghana cedis. We'll look forward to that. Before we meet the contestants, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Joy News, Pepsodent, Jupe Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Beta Malt, ALX, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, CHAS, YFM, and Girl Mag Foundation. My name is Elsie Kaufman, and I'm the Dean of the School of Engineering Sciences at the University of Ghana. I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. And of course, this is Thank you very much. Now let's meet the contestants. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School is represented by
Kuma Usia Excel
and Precious Inchafukakari.
We meet again. You are welcome. How are you doing?
We are fine by God's grace and we are blessed.
Wonderful. This time I'm finding out about contestants. Yes. So when you are not doing National Science and Math Quiz, what do you do?
So, depending on the time, whether in school or not, maybe talk with friends, watch a movie or something.
I see. And you?
Yeah, I also sometimes talk to my friends, chill out with the boys, and also watch movies sometimes.
All right. Now, one more question. How beneficial, has it been beneficial to be a participant in the National Science and Math Quiz?
Yes, it has.
What sort of ways?
It has exposed us to many things. It has increased our mental acumen. It has made us more, prone to hard questions and tougher questions, and it has generally made us more academically brighter.
All right. Same for you.
And it has also encouraged us to build up teamwork skills, learn to work with others towards a common goal.
All right. Thank you so much. This contest, what are we expecting?
That the glory of the Lord will manifest in our lives.
Okay. All the best. Mfantsipim School is represented by
Isaac Mensah.
David Atihifon.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Good to meet you again. How are you?
We are fine.
All right. So I'm finding out about contestants. When you are not doing National Science and Math Quiz, what do you do?
Okay, me, I like playing chess. So when I'm not learning, I'll be playing chess. And then also I like playing some instruments like keyboard.
All right. Yeah. That's wonderful. And you?
Oh, mainly music. I'm a keyboardist at home. Aside NSMQ, I'm a keyboardist. I do music, like I play instruments.
Okay, so do you have a band, the two of you?
Band?
No, me personally, I'm in the brigade.
Brigade?
Yeah, Abra Methodist Church.
Okay, yeah. That's nice. That's nice. Any benefits of the National Science and Math Quiz to you?
Oh, yes. It has really helped a lot. For me, for instance, I was very shy. Like, I need to know how to cooperate with people. But, like, me joining the NSMQ has helped me, remove that act of timidity. So right now, yeah, I'm bit confident. Yeah.
Wonderful. And you?
Oh, it's helped me a lot. It's helped me to build confidence and teamwork skills, and it's also given me a lot of exposure. It's been a very wonderful experience.
Okay. Thank you for sharing all that. Now, today's contest. What are we expecting?
Different. It's easy.
We are expecting nothing but the best. We believe that today we have come with God. God is with us, and that He will take us to the promised land.
All right. Best wishes. Osei Tutu Senior High School is represented by
Madi Aslan.
Kwartin Elliot Nyako.
So we meet again. You're welcome.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
You heard me. I'm trying to find out of our contestants this time. What do you do beyond the National Science and Math quiz?
Okay, I'm a fan of football, so when I'm not doing science and math quiz, I watch football match.
Which is your team?
Real Madrid.
I see.
So I also like football.
Okay. But you don't play, you just watch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. NSMQ, what has it done for you personally?
Okay, this is actually our first time being in the semi-finals, and this kind of boosts my confidence that anything is possible in life, and whatever I want to do, I can achieve it. So it has boosted my confidence.
That's great.
So the quiz has improved my knowledge in science. Yeah. When I was young, I didn't have this type of knowledge, but when I go to SHS, my knowledge has been really, really improved through the quiz. Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. Now the contest. What are we expecting from you? A win. All the best. Contestants, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. This first round is the round for fundamental concepts. We have simple and you wait for a determination on the question under consideration before you ring for a bonus. That's very important. I hope you got that. All right. For questions which require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. Gentlemen, all of the questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to all 3 schools. The bells are working, right? Good. Okay, so this first set of questions will require 30 seconds of your time. I have a preamble to all schools, after which I'll come to you or say to 2. All right, preamble to all schools. The cubic function y is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d has a stationary point at P and the point of inflection at Q. Find the values of any 3 of the constants A, B, C, and D, given, one more time. The cubic function y is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d has a stationary point P and the point of inflection at Q. Find the values of any 3 of the constants A, B, C, and D given, or say to 2, P has coordinates 0, -5, and Q has coordinates 1, -3. Elliot.
So C is equal to -5. D is equal to -5. A is equal to 2.
1 out of 3. I'll come back and tell you which one was right. In Mfantsipim School, with the same preamble, P has coordinates -1, 0, and Q has coordinates 0, -6. Isaac.
Okay, so the value of B is 0, and the value of D is -6, and the value of C is -1.
2 out of 3. Presbyterian boys with the same preamble. P has coordinates 0, -6, and Q has coordinates -1, 0. Precious, is that hand up? Go ahead.
Okay, just find the value. Okay, so for the values, D is equal to -6. C is equal to 0. And A is equal to -3 on 2.
Okay, 2 out of 3. All right, so I'll say to 2, A is -1, you had that wrong. B is 3, C is 0, you had that wrong, and D is -5, that you had right. Okay. In Mfantsipim School, A is 3, B is 0, you had that right. C is -9, you didn't get that right. And D is -6, which you had. And Presbyterian boys, A is 3, you didn't get that right. B is 9, C is 0, you had that. And D is -6, you had that. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Estimate the energy in electron volts of either electron in the K shell of an atom of the given element. Again, estimate the energy in electron volts of either electron in the K shell of an atom of the given element. Your element, or say to 2, is sodium. Elliot, is that hand up? Go ahead.
It is giving us 0.11 electron volts.
That's incorrect. Yes. Precious.
Negative.
Negative 1,660 electron volts.
That's incorrect. I will tell you the answer later. In Mfantsipim School, with the same preamble, potassium. Yes, David?
Okay, so the energy is negative 4,910 electron volts.
That's incorrect for a bonus. All right. With the same preamble, Presbyterian boys, sulfur. Excel?
Negative 3,490 electron volts.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Okay. Your answer, I'll say to 2, was negative 1.36 kilo electron volts, or negative 1,360 electron volts, right? In Mfantsipim School, yours was negative 4.41 kilo electron volts. And Presbyterian boys, yours was negative 3.06 kilo electron volts. Next set, 30 seconds. To determine the concentration of acetic acid in a sample of vinegar, a student decides to titrate the acetic acid against an aqueous solution of ammonia using an acid-base indicator. Can the concentration of acetic acid be accurately determined using this approach? Please explain. Elliot.
Okay, so the concentration can be accurately determined, and this is because when the acetic acid reacts with the aqueous ammonia using the acid-base titration, at the equivalent point, the concentration of the acetic acid can be obtained from using the, after comparing the initial and final concentration of the acetic acid, it can be determined.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. All right, I will come back to you. In Mfantsipim School, a student needs to perform a titration using aqueous solutions of nitric acid and potassium hydroxide. Which of phenolphthalein or methyl orange can be used in this reaction? And please explain. Yes, David.
Okay, so both of them can be used as indicators for this reaction, this titration. This is because potassium hydroxide and then nitric acid are strong base and a strong acid respectively. And so since the reaction is between a strong acid and a strong base, so it means that they would go completely to completion to form a salt and a water. And since it's both strong acid, strong base, the neutral point will be at 7. And that is the equivalence point. And so we can use both phenolphthalein and methyl orange for the titration.
Okay, 2 out of 3. I'll come and tell you where the extra point went. All right, Presbyterian boys. A titration reaction is to be performed using hydrochloric acid solution in a burette and sodium carbonate solution in a conical flask. Which of phenolphthalein or methyl orange can be used to accurately determine the equivalence point? And I need an explanation. Excel?
That's right. Okay, so both of them can be used together to determine accurately the required concentration. And this can be done by first titrating using phenolphthalein as indicator, followed by using methyl orange as indicator. This will allow, since the reactions that take place in phenolphthalein and methyl orange will be different, one will gather more information from the different volumes produced during the titration in order to enable one to accurately determine the concentration required. And this is continuous titration. And this is known as continuous titration.
No. For a bonus. Okay, so let me explain what is going on. In your case, I'll say to 2, no, you cannot use this approach. The titration of a weak acid, that's the acetic acid, with a weak base, aqueous ammonia, does not have a sharp, well-defined equivalence point. Hence, accurate concentration cannot be determined using this approach. And in fact, during the titration, a buffer will be created that will resist pH changes, as you know. Okay, so no, it's not possible. And then, in Mfantsipim School, yes, either one can be used. That is true. In a strong acid, strong base titrations, a steep and sharp pH change occurs at the equivalence point. And this will allow any of the indicators to provide a clear, detectable color change. I needed you to add that color change that will occur at the equivalence point. All right. So either of them will show that clear color change, right? Okay. Presbyterian boys, in your case, the answer is methyl orange. There will be a distinct color change from orange to red. Difficult to detect a phenolphthalein color change from pink to colorless. So the phenolphthalein will have a change from pink to colorless, which is more difficult to detect than the methyl orange, which will give you a color change from orange to red, very distinct. And that's the reason why. All right, next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. When I get to your school, I will give you a description. Mention the type of white blood cells to which the given description refers. I hope it's clear. Okay, mention the type of white blood cells to which the given description refers. All right, so your description, I'll say to 2. They protect your body from parasites, allergens, foreign bacteria, and organisms alien to the body. They are larger than most cells and make up less than 5% of all white blood cells in your body.
Yeah.
Yes, Elliot?
Basophils.
That's incorrect. Go ahead.
Eosinophils.
Yes. Mfantsipim School. They are the largest type of leukocytes in the blood and can differentiate into macrophages when an invading germ or bacteria enters the body. These cells either kill the invader or alert other white blood cells to help destroy the invader and prevent infection. Yes, David?
Monocytes.
You're right. Presbyterian boys. They are the most common type of white blood cells in the human body. They are characterized histologically by their ability to be stained by neutral dyes and functionally by their role in mediating immune responses against infectious microorganisms. Excel?
Neutrophils.
You're right. Next 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find all possible real roots of the given equation. Find all possible real roots of the given equation. Or say to 2. 6 raised to the power of x cubed is equal to 216 raised to the power x. Elliot.
Yeah. Roots are 0 and plus or minus root 3.
You are right. Mfantsipim School with the same preamble. 25 raised to the power of x cubed is equal to 625 raised to the power x. Yes, David?
The roots are x equals 0 or x equals plus or minus 2. That is,
Repeat.
I said x equals 0. I wasn't done. X equals 0 or x equals plus or minus 2 to the power 1 over 2.
Have you not changed your answer?
I wasn't done. I wasn't done.
One. Actually, what was your answer? No, you. Your answer. Okay. 1. I'll tell you why in a bit. I'm coming back. Presbyterian boys with the same preamble. 7 raised to the power of x cubed is equal to 343 raised to the power of 2x. Precious?
X equals 0 or x equals plus or minus root of 6.
Yes. Okay, so where are my people who are listening into this? What was the original answer? What answer did you give?
With the first answer. I wasn't done with the first answer. I was going to say.
What do you mean you
X,
were not done?
I was.
The right answer is 0 or plus or minus square root of 2. I got the 0 from you. The plus or minus square root of 2, I did not get. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Please pay attention to the preamble so that you give me the answers clearly and unambiguously. All right. An 850 Newton object is pushed against a smooth plane inclined at pi over 6 to the horizontal by a horizontal force of magnitude F. For the given value of F, please find 1, the magnitude of the acceleration of the object and indicate whether it is 2, up or down the plane. Then 3, give the pressure on the plane given that the contact area between the object and the plane is 25 centimeters squared. So you are going to give me 3 answers, right? Okay, let me read the preamble again. An 850 Newton object is pushed against a smooth plane inclined at pi over 6 to the horizontal by a horizontal force of magnitude F. For the given value of F, find the magnitude of the acceleration of the object and indicate whether it is up or down the plane. Then give the pressure on the plane, given that the contact area between the object and the plane is 25 centimeters squared. All right, for you, or say to 2, F is equal to 550 Newton. Elliot.
So the acceleration is given at 18 meters per second squared, and the motion is up the plane, and the pressure is 3.4 kilopascal.
1. I'll come back. Mfantsipim School, F is equal to 450 Newton. Isaac.
Okay, so the acceleration is up the plane, and then its magnitude is 0.29 meters per second squared, and then the pressure on the plane is given by 1.8 by 10 raised to an exponent of +3 Pascal.
That's incorrect. for a bonus. Okay, I'll come back to you. With the same preamble, Presbyterian boys, F is equal to 650 Newton. Excel.
Yeah. Which one more time? Acceleration is up the plane, and its magnitude is given by a value of 1.0 meters per second squared, and the pressure acting and the pressure on the plane has a value of 130 kilopascal.
1. Or say to 2, your answers were in the order in which I asked the question. 0.59 meter per second squared, up the plane, which you got, and 0.40 megapascal. In Mfantsipim School, 0.41 meter per second squared, down the plane, 0.38 megapascal. And for you Presbyterian boys, 1.6 meter per second squared, up the plane, which you got, 0.42 megapascal. All right. Next set, I'm giving you 30 seconds, and it's one of those questions where I go around gathering right answers, right? So listen to the question. An ester with molecular formula C6H12O2 is formed from a branched chain carboxylic acid and an alcohol. Please give the systematic names of a carboxylic acid and alcohol pair from which the ester may be formed. First choice. Yes, Elliot.
We have ethanol and 2-methyl propanoic acid.
You are right. In Mfantsipim School, yes, Isaac?
Methanol, and then 2-methyl butanoic acid.
You are right. Presbyterian boys. Yes, Excel?
No.
Pardon again?
Methanol and 3-methyl butanoic acid.
You are right. There's the last one. There's 2,2-dimethyl propanoic acid and methanol. All right. 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. For each of the following pairs of organs or systems, describe one way in which they work together and/or overlap. So when I get to you, I will give you a pair of organs or systems. You are to describe one way in which they work together and/or overlap. All right. So I'll say to 2, the muscular system and the digestive system. Yes, Aslam.
Okay. the muscular system and the digestive system work together in such a way that the peristalsis of the smooth muscles in the esophagus help in the movement of food, through the alimentary canal, and also the help of the masseter, that's the jaw muscles, help in mastication of food in the mouth. So
Okay, I'll accept it. Mfantsipim School, endocrine system and organs of the reproductive system. Yes, Isaac?
Okay. So the endocrine system releases hormones to control the activities of the reproductive system, more especially the gonads, and then that's the structures involved in the production of the gametes. For example, in humans, the endocrine system secretes the hormone, the follicle-stimulating hormone, which is responsible for the development of the follicles in the ovary, and then also progesterone, which is responsible for maintaining the thickening of the endometrium during pregnancy. So the endocrine system produces hormones to regulate the activities of the reproductive system.
Okay. There are so many examples of this happening, right? So estrogen and progesterone are part of the endocrine system. The testes will be making testosterone and androgens, all sorts of things going on, right? Many examples. Okay. Presbyterian boys with the same preamble, cardiovascular system and the urinary system. Yes, Excel.
Okay, so the urinary system influences the cardiovascular system in that it can regulate the amount of blood volume and hence the blood pressure, thus aiding the action of the heart in that for example, when the heart wall of the atria or the ventricles are stretched due to a high amount of blood volume, which in turn stresses the heart, the urinary system can excrete excess copious dilute urine, and this will reduce the blood volume, which in turn can reduce the blood pressure and hence reducing the stress on the heart to prevent the heart from overworking to pump blood. And also the blood that the heart pumps can be filtered by the urinary system so that blood that reaches the heart from the urinary system is filtered of toxins and other substances present in it which are not needed by the body.
Hey, yes, it seems you have a lot of things on your heart to bring out. You want to give us all the examples in your textbook. All right. Yes, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Find the product of the first n terms of the given series. That's the preamble. Did you get it? Again. Find the product of the first n terms of the given series. You got it? All right. Now, I'll say to 2. 1 plus 3 plus 9 plus 27 plus 81 plus on and on. Aslam.
Okay. The product of the first n terms, is given as 3. This 3 in the brackets, and the bracket raised to an exponent of n minus 1.
That's incorrect. Okay, go ahead.
3 raised to the power a fraction with numerator n multiplying in a bracket n minus 1 and denominator 2.
You are right. With the same preamble, 1 plus 5 plus 25 plus 125 plus 625 plus on and on. Yes, David?
Product given by 5 raised to the power the expression a fraction with numerator n multiplying the expression n minus 1 and denominator 2.
You are right. With the same preamble, 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus on and on. Precious.
The product is given as 2 raised to the power of the expression, like 2 exponents, n into brackets n minus 1, this on 2.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. What does the given abbreviation as used to describe logic families stand for? Did you get your preamble? Yes. Okay, I'll say to 2, TTL. For a bonus. Okay, I'm holding on for now. Mfantsipim School, ECL. David?
Okay, so it is the emitter collector logic.
That's incorrect for a bonus. I'll come back. Presbyterian boys, DTL. Excel?
Think about the T.
It is digital transmission logic.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Okay, so TTL is transistor logic. In Mfantsipim School, ECL is emitter-coupled logic. And Presbyterian boys, DTL is diode transistor logic. All right, next set, 30 seconds. Say to 2. Calculate the mass concentration in milligram per decimeter cubed of aluminium arsenate at 25 degrees Celsius, given its solubility product is 1.00 times 10 raised to the power negative 16. Atomic mass for aluminium is 27.0. That for arsenic is 75.0, and for oxygen is 16.0. Elliot, is that hand up? Go ahead.
Giving us 2.50 milligram per dm cube.
That's incorrect for a bonus. All right, I'll come back. In Mfantsipim School, calculate the mass solubility in milligram per decimeter cubed of calcium sulfate in a 0.0200 mole per decimeter cubed solution of sulfuric acid, a strong diprotic acid, given that the solubility product of the salt is 2.50 times 10 raised to the power negative 6. Atomic mass for calcium is 40.0. That for sulfur is 32.0, and for oxygen is 16.0. David.
Okay, so the mass solubility is 17.0 milligram per dm cube.
You're right. Calculate the solubility in milligram per decimeter cubed of magnesium hydroxide in a solution of pH 9.00, given that the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide is 5.50 times 10 raised to the power negative 12. Atomic masses: magnesium is 24.0, hydrogen is 1.00, and oxygen is still 16.0. Precious.
3,190 milligram per decimeter cube.
Pardon?
3,190 milligram per decimeter cube.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. 0.0319 gram per decimeter cubed. Last set of questions for the round. 10 seconds. and I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Define the given type of mutation and provide the result of the mutation. That's the preamble. Define the given type of mutation and provide the result of the mutation. Okay, so I'll say to two chromosomal mutations. Yes, Aslam.
Okay, chromosomal mutation is a type of mutation whereby the number of chromosomes in a, like the number of chromosomes in a species lacks by one, like the total number, that's the diploid number, can be changed. And this can be done when one set of chromosomes, that's the, it can be that one set of chromosome is removed or an additional chromosome is added, resulting in the formation of organisms which are deficient, like they will possess certain deficient characteristics, and also this can result in deficiencies such as trisomies and monosomies, and this is termed as aneuploidy. So one set of chromosomes can be removed or an additional one can be added.
One. I will come back. Point mutations. Yes, David?
Okay. Point mutations are a type of mutations in which there is a change to one of the codons in a gene. That is, there is a change to one of the nucleotide sequence. There's a change in the nucleotide sequence by one codon, and it can result in the change of an amino acid. It leads to frame shift mutation, or a change in the amino acid sequence. So a point mutation is a type of mutation in which there is a change in the codon sequence of a gene, and this in the chromosome, and this results in the change in the amino acid sequence that is produced by that is coded for by the gene, and therefore changing the type of proteins and things that are synthesized by those amino acids.
One. Clap for me. I'm very patient in my old age. Presbyterian boys. Frame shift mutations. Yes, Excel.
Okay. So, frame shift mutation is a type of mutation in which the reading frame changes, and this may be due to the insertion or deletion of any nucleotide present of a nucleotide in the DNA sequence or in the amino acid sequence, and this will result in the coding of new amino acids, and usually these amino acids will not code for any functional protein.
Okay, two. All right, so let me share some of the expected answers with you. For the chromosomal mutations, this refers to heritable changes in the structure of a chromosome, such as translocations or deletions that can cause alterations in the genetic material. In fact, the result is that these mutations can lead to various genetic disorders or changes in the chromosome number. You were trying to explain changes in number of chromosomes, but you mixed in all kinds of other things. Some things were not quite right. And so that's why I gave you the one. Mfantsipim School, point mutations. They are also called somatic single nucleotide variations, SNVs. And they refer to changes in the sequence of DNA bases. Changes in the sequence of DNA bases. And they include substitutions, insertions, and deletions of one or a few bases. So it doesn't have to be one. You kept insisting on one. So it's deletions or insertions or substitutions of one or a few bases. This may result in changes in gene expression or alteration in encoded proteins. Okay? All right. Presbyterian boys, the frame shift mutations. Yes, frame shift mutations are deletions or insertions, but I needed you to be a little bit more specific. You can have this happening with 1, 2, or 4, as long as it's not 3. 1, 2, or 4 nucleotides that change the ribosome reading frame and cause premature termination of translation at a new nonsense or chain termination codon. The result is that they change the reading frame of the genetic code, and the entire DNA sequence following the mutation will be read incorrectly. Are we all right? Okay, so that was the expected answer to your various questions. And that brings us to the end of the first round. Let me repeat so that we all know, and please get ready to provide me with the answer that you provided. Contestants were to find all possible real roots of the given equation. And the equation Mfantsipim School received was 2 raised to the power of x cubed, and this is equal to 625 raised to the power x. I went to them and asked them to provide an answer. They were providing some answer. Anyway, they were providing some answer. I asked for a repetition, and I received a different one with the explanation that he had not finished the first time around. So please, what is your answer to that?
So the answer is x is equal to 0, or x is equal to plus or minus 2 raised to the power 1 over 2.
Oh. Anyway, so x, repeat.
X is equal to 0, or x is equal to plus or minus 2 raised to the power 1 over 2.
Okay. All right. According to primetime staff, they were also watching on the screen, and it appeared that he had not completed giving his answer. All right. I am going to concede and give them the 2 extra points. However, this goes to all contestants. Please, every time you come up here, I advise you, give your answers unambiguously. In this particular case, if we're really doing a solution to this thing, the simplest thing would have been to have 0 or plus or minus square root of 2. To go the extra step of telling me 2 raised to the power half, were you not buying time? I have to ask. Please, please, next time, I am not going to be tolerating these things. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. Okay, so they get the 2 extra marks for that. Next protest was a chemistry question. And this protest came from Presbyterian boys. Is the, each of them, yes. The third set of the chemistry questions, their question was calculate the solubility in milligram per decimeter cubed of magnesium hydroxide in a solution of pH 9.00, given that the solubility product of magnesium hydroxide is 5.5 times 10 raised to the power negative 12, and they were given atomic masses as well. Okay, so this protest, that Presec gave 3,190 milligram per decimeter cubed, and I gave an answer. My answer was in gram per, no, my answer was not in gram per decimeter cubed. My answer was still in milligram per decimeter cubed, and it was 0.0319 milligram per decimeter cubed. Consultant was contacted, and this is his response. The 3,190 milligram per decimeter cubed is equal to 3.190 gram per decimeter cubed, which is not the same as 0.0319 gram per decimeter cubed. The OH minus in solution is coming from the pH of the solution. The OH minus from the MgOH subscript 2 is negligible, so does not account for solubility of salt in the basic medium. This protest is not upheld. There was another protest from Presbyterian boys. This was the physics problem. Yes, so this was the physics problem. Estimate the energy in electron volts of either electron in the K-shell of an atom of the given element. And Presbyterian boys, yours was sulfur. Okay. And you gave an answer of negative 3.06 kilo electron volts, which you are insisting is correct. Physics consultant was contacted, and he says, this is an application of Moseley's law, just in case you don't know it or you have forgotten it. Go and check the textbook for Waxy, Survey, physics textbook. Look for Moseley's law and use that calculation, not the one you were providing, which is not correct. So please, if you use that, you will see that the answer is negative 3. Oh, okay, you provided a different answer, negative 3.49 electron volts. The negative 3.06 was the one from me. And that's the correct one. We are insisting that it is the correct one because we are applying Moseley's law. Okay? Go and check it out. So this protest is also not upheld. Now let's do the calculation of the scores. And gather all these. At the end of the first round, Osei Tutu Senior High School has 12 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 21 points. Mfantsipim School has 23 points. Round 2. In this round, we have the Prudential Life Speed Race. The speed race is sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana for every life, for every future. So contestants, I'm going to be presenting you with questions at the same time, the same questions. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell or say tutu? Thank you. Yours, Mfantsipim School. Thanks. And yours, Presbyterian Boys. If you ring and answer correctly and it's the first attempt at the question, 3 points. If it's the second attempt at the question, 2 points. And if it's the third attempt at the question, 1 point. But be careful, because if you are unable to answer a question correctly, you lose a precious point. Now, you need to know, when you ring, you have 3 seconds within which to provide an answer. 3 seconds. If you dilly-dally, a bell will go after 3 seconds. When that bell goes, whatever it is you are saying, that's your answer. There's no second opportunity. I hope that's clear. Give your answers unambiguously. I will not interpret anybody's answer. All right. For questions which require calculations, you have up to 30 seconds in which to ring for the question. If there are no calculations, you have the usual 10 seconds. Best wishes to all schools. First set of questions, 30 seconds. The rate law for a reaction between reactants A and B is given by R is equal to K multiplying the concentration of A squared multiplying the concentration of B cubed. What is the equilibrium constant? Yes, go ahead.
Mole to the power -4 dm to the power 12 second to the power -1.
Again?
Mole to the power -4 dm to the power 12 second.
That's incorrect. Did anyone else ring? Okay, so I continue reading. What is the equilibrium constant and its units for a reaction in which the concentration of A is equal to the concentration of B, and this is equal to 0.200 mole per decimeter cubed, and has a rate of 2.00 times 10 raised to the power -4 mole per decimeter cubed second? Yes, Elliot.
6.25 by 10 raised to an exponent of 0 mole to the power -4 dm to the power 12 second to the power -1.
Repeat.
6.25 by 10 raised to an exponent of 0.
That's incorrect. You rang? Yes, Isaac.
So the value is 6.25 times 10 raised to an exponent of -1. And then the unit is mole to the power -4, dm to the power 12, second to the power -1.
You are right. Next one. The chimney of an industrial plant produces 22% carbon monoxide, 64% sulfur trioxide, and 14% ozone. Determine the mass of 1 mole of the gas mixture. Yes, David?
So it is 135 grams.
That's incorrect. Who else rang? Yes, Excel.
64 grams.
You're right. Next one. When rubidium carbonate is heated, 3.74 grams of its oxide is formed. Determine the mass of the carbonate heated. Atomic mass for rubidium is 85.5. Yes, David.
4.62 grams.
You're right. Next set, 10 seconds each. Why do some fruits and vegetables turn brown when they are cut? Yes, which of you? Go ahead.
So this is because these fruits and vegetables, when cut, are exposed to the atmosphere and they are oxidized. That is, they have sugars present in them that are oxidized, thus changing their color from white to brown. And this accounts for the change in color of the cut surface of the fruits and vegetables.
I'm not accepting it. Okay. So when fruits and vegetables are cut, the part containing the oxygen reactive enzyme is exposed, leading to browning, also known as enzymatic browning. This occurs when enzymes, the enzymes, example, polyphenol oxidase, catechol oxidase, they come into contact with oxygen in the air. Okay, so there's an oxidation reaction that produces dark-colored compounds like melanin. When exposed, the enzymes from the cut surface interact with oxygen in the air. All right, next one. The rib cage is composed of bones and other materials. How is the rib cage flexible in spite of the significant presence of stiff bones? Oh. All right, so the true ribs of the rib cage are attached to the sternum by cartilage, which creates partially movable joints. Also, false ribs and floating ribs are attached by cartilage to true ribs or to muscles in the abdominal wall, and these allow the rib cage to be flexible to move as a person breathes. Next one. What is the effect of dehydration on the kidneys' function and the resultant appearance of the urine produced? Hey. When the body is dehydrated, the kidneys retain more water and release less water into the urine. This causes the urine to appear darker and more concentrated than normal. I'm sure you are familiar with this. Yeah. See, you could have answered this one. But our contestants, they are strategizing, so they didn't want to attempt it. All right. Next set, 30 seconds each. First one. If the equation y is equal to a multiplied by b raised to the power x is reduced to linear form, v is equal to mu plus c, where m, c are constants and v and u are variables, find v. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Aslam.
V is equal to x log b plus log a, where x is equal to m.
That's incorrect. Did anyone else ring? Okay, so I continue. Find V, U, M, and C. Yes, Isaac.
So V is equal to log y. M is equal to x. U is equal to log b. And then C is equal to log a.
That's incorrect. You also rang. You also rang.
V is equal to log y. M is equal to log b. X is equal to u. And C is equal to log a.
You are right. You switch them around. Next one. If f of x is equal to ax cubed plus 2x squared plus bx minus 4 is divisible by the expression x plus 1, this expression squared, find the values of a and b. Yes, Excel.
A is equal to A is equal to 3 and B is equal to -1.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Yes, Isaac.
So A is equal to 3 and B is equal to -5.
You are right. Find the Cartesian equation in X. In X and Y from the equations. X is equal to 6 multiplying tangent of t, and Y is equal to 8 multiplying secant of t. Yes, Excel.
A fraction with numerator x squared and denominator 36 plus 1 is equal to a fraction with numerator y squared and denominator 64.
Yes. Last set of questions for the round. First one, 10 seconds. The SI system of units has been redefined in terms of exact values of defining physical constants. What is the exact value of the speed of light in vacuum? Yes, David.
Okay, so it is 290
99,792,458 meters per second.
You are right. I'll give you 30 seconds. All right. So give the threshold photon energy in electron volts for the electron-positron pair production. The right answer is 1.022 mega electron volts. Last question of the round. In a Compton effect experiment, X-rays are scattered off nearly free electrons. Find the Compton shift for a scattering angle of pi. Yes, Precious.
4.86 picometers.
Yes. And that's the end of the round. Before we begin the next round, we have a substitution. David, it's been a pleasure. Best wishes to you. And in comes Peter. You're welcome, Peter. Please settle down quickly so we can begin. Round 3. This round has the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 4 minutes to present your answers on the screens behind you. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Now, contestants, please rise. Drop your pens. And now we are going to read. We are just reading at this stage. Let's read the problem of the day together. Turn them over and let's read. A box contains 20 balls, of which 8 are black, 7 white, and 5 red. 3 balls are randomly removed successively without replacement. Find the probability A, 2 balls are white and 1 ball is red. B, 2 balls are black and 1 ball is white. And finally, C, all 3 balls are of the same color. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may begin. Please stop writing and resume your seats. Go ahead. All right. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's consider the suggested solution from our consultants. This is a problem from mathematics, probability. So we have a box that has 20 balls, of which 8 are black, 7 white, and 5 red. 3 balls are randomly removed successively without replacement, and contestants were to do 3 things. First, find the probability 2 balls are white and 1 ball is red. Okay. By the way, this type of question has been appearing, I think, all the way from prelims, right? Until now. So, anyway, let's see what happens. So let's look at the set of possible outcomes. The set of possible outcomes has elements white, white, red, white, red, white, red, white, white. So if we are to calculate the probability of obtaining this type of outcome, then it's going to be 3 multiplying 7 out of 20. Basically, we are picking from the total number that we have, and then every time we check how many of the balls are left and so on, right? So 7 out of 20, multiplying 6 out of 19, multiplying 5 out of 18. And this simplifies to 2 over 5, multiplying 7 over 19, multiplying 5 over 3, and you will get 7 out of 76. 3 points for doing something simple like this. All right, next. 2 balls are black and 1 ball is white. Similarly, we look at the set of possible outcomes. Black, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, black. So we calculate the probabilities again. So 3 multiplying 8 out of 20, multiplying 7 out of 19, multiplying 7 out of 18. And we'll get 1/5, multiplying 7 out of 19, multiplying 7 out of 3. This gives 49 over 285. Okay, so this was also worth 3 points. Okay, then the final bit of it is all 3 balls are of the same color. So the set of possible outcomes has elements black, 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 white, 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 red, red, red. Again, we can calculate. So we have the probability of this happening is 8 out of 20, multiplying 7 out of 19, multiplying 6 out of 18. That's 1 for the black, black, black. Then we go to the white, white, white. We have 7 out of 20, multiplying 6 out of 19, multiplying 5 out of 18. And then finally, we go to the red, red, red. So we add 5 out of 20, multiplying 4 out of 19, multiplying 3 out of 18. And we basically just need to do the computation, right? So 8 times 7 times 6 plus 7 times 6 times 5 plus 5 times 4 times 3 over 20 multiplying 19 multiplying 18. This simplifies to 56 plus 35 plus 10 all over 20 multiplying 19 multiplying 3. And so at the end of the day, you will wind up with 101 over 1,140. 4 points, giving a total of 10 points. Okay, so today is a happy day. You saw that I was in such a good mood. It's a shame that we've lost, what was it, the perfect score reward. Because today I am happy to award perfect scores everywhere. Yes, nobody had any trouble with this problem of the day. Please clap for math consultants. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Before we begin the next round, we have a couple of substitutions. Osei Tutu Senior High School. Elliot, it's been a pleasure. Best wishes to you. And in comes Kelvin. You're welcome, Kelvin. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School would also like to effect a substitution. Precious, it's been a pleasure. Best wishes to you. In comes Metal. You're welcome, Metal. Okay, so gentlemen, settle in very quickly so we can begin. Round 4. This is the Jupe true or false round. At stake in the round is the Jupe money transfer US $20 promo. During the NSMQ season, whenever alumni abroad send money to Ghana using their school's exclusive promo code, Jupe rewards the school with $20 US for developmental projects in the school. For this particular contest, Mfantsipim School's promo code is BOCHE, Osei Tutu SHS says Osei Tutu, one word. And Presbyterian Boys Secondary Schools is PRESEC. So, alumni, over to you. All right, so the true or false round is proudly sponsored by Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need, send via Jupe. Contestants, in this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider it very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case the statement is available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, the 2 4 points. If there's a problem, it's not right, there is a penalty, 1 point. Every once in a while, we may have some statements that will require 30 seconds of your time. When that situation arises, I will let you know. Otherwise, it's the usual 10 seconds to present your answers. Best wishes to all 3 schools. Osei Tutu, the Benedict's test can be used to detect both monosaccharides and disaccharides containing free aldehyde or free ketone group. Calvin.
True.
You are right. In Mfantsipim School, when Benedict's reagent is added to sucrose, copper 2 ions are converted to copper 1 ions, indicated by a red precipitate. Peter.
False.
Yes. Presbyterian boys, Benedict's reagent can be used to distinguish between glucose and fructose. Yes, Metal?
False.
You're right. The next set comes with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Indicate whether the given statement is true or false with respect to nalisomy. That's the preamble. All right, so I'll say to 2n plus 1. Calvin?
False.
You're right. In Mfantsipim School, 2n plus 2. Peter?
False.
Yes. Presbyterian boys, 2n minus 1. Yes, Metal?
False.
Yes. It's actually 2n minus 2. All right, next set, short preamble. In the Cartesian xy plane, that's all. In the Cartesian xy plane, I'll say to 2, the region below the line x plus y is equal to 4 is given by x plus y less than 4. Kelvin?
True.
Yes. Mfantsipim School, the region above the line x minus y is equal to 5 is given by x minus y greater than 5. Peter?
True.
No, that's a false statement. The region below the line 2x plus y is equal to 8 is given by 2x plus y greater than 8. Yes, Metal?
False.
Yes. Next set comes with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Decay events of a radioisotope are statistical with a probability distribution which yields the leading decay parameters such as half-life and decay constant. The decay of a single radioactive particle is, one more time, okay. Decay events of a radioisotope are statistical with a probability distribution which yields the leading decay parameters such as half-life and decay constant. The decay of a single radioactive particle is, or say to 2, a normal process. Kelvin?
True.
No, it's a false statement. In Mfantsipim School, a uniform process. Peter?
False.
Yes. A linear process. Excel?
False.
Yes. Or say to 2, in a multi-step reaction, the rate-determining step is always associated with the highest energy transition state, irrespective of concentration. Kelvin?
False.
No, that's a true statement. In a decomposition reaction, if the rate of the reaction doubles when the concentration of reactant doubles, the overall reaction is first order. Peter?
True.
Yes. Zero-order reactions are relatively rare and typically occur in reactions where reactants are in large excess. Metal?
True.
Yes. The next set comes with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Indicate whether the following is true or false with respect to the submodality of taste that is sensitive to the pH of saliva. Again, indicate whether the following is true or false with respect to the submodality of taste that is sensitive to the pH of saliva. All right, so I'll say to 2, bitter. Aslam?
True.
No. That's a false statement. Mfantsipim School. Sour. Peter?
False.
No. True statement. Sweet. Metal?
False.
Yes. Preamble to all schools. Preamble, a short preamble. For a function y is equal to f of x, that's all. For a function y is equal to f of x, or say to 2, if the second derivative of y with respect to x is greater than 0, and dy dx is equal to 0 at x equals a, then f of x has a maximum value at the point with coordinates a, f of a. Yes, Calvin?
False.
You're right. If the second derivative of y with respect to x is equal to 0 at x equals a, then f of x has a point of inflection at the point with coordinates a, f of a. Yes, Peter?
True.
You're right. If dy dx is equal to 0, and the second derivative of y with respect to x is less than 0 at x equals a, then f of x has a maximum value at the point with coordinates a, f of a. Excel?
True.
You're right. Last set of statements. Last set of statements. Preamble to all schools. Preamble. 2 electric charges on the x-axis have position vectors xi and negative xi. That was the preamble. Again? Or you got it? Again. Again. 2 electric charges on the x-axis have position vectors xi and negative xi. All right, so now I'll say to 2. The electric field at the origin is a linear superposition of the electric fields generated there by the individual charges. Calvin?
True.
You're right. With the same preamble, the electric energy density at the origin is a linear superposition of the electric energy densities generated there by the individual charges. Yes, Peter?
False.
You're right. Last statement. The electric energy density at the origin is a superposition of the electric energy densities generated there by the individual charges, but the superposition is not linear. Yes, Metal?
True.
You are right. Please clap for them. They understand linear and non-linear superposition. That's the end of the 4th round. Clap for them. Clap, clap. At the end of the 4th round, Osei Tutu Senior High School has 27 points. Mfantsipim School has 50 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 53 points. Round 5. In this round, we have the Girls Super Bonanza. And at stake is this. 2,400 Ghana cedis will go to a school that solves all 4 riddles. 2,000 Ghana cedis will go to the school that solves 3 riddles. 1,200 Ghana cedis goes to a school for solving 2 riddles, and 600 Ghana cedis goes to a school that solves 1 riddle. The Goal Super Bonanza is proudly sponsored by Goal Good Energy. So contestants, we are going to be solving riddles. I'll be reading out the clues. When you are ready to solve the riddle, please ring for it. May I hear your bell? Thank you. Yours. Thank you. And yours. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. When you ring, your answer must be ready. I will not wait. Best wishes to all schools. First riddle. We are a pair of statements. We are closely related logically. A proof for one is a proof for the other. We are always true together or false together. Essentially, we have the same truth values.
Tautology.
No. I continue. An example is a triangle is equilateral and a triangle is equiangular. So who are we? Yes, Calvin?
Conjunction. Conjunction.
No. Yes, Mfantsipim School. Isaac?
So we are the precedent and the antecedent.
No. Does anyone know it? Does anyone know it? This is a very important thing for mathematicians and computer scientists who want to. Okay. The correct answer is logically equivalent statements. Logically equivalent statements. All right. Next one. I am a physical phenomenon. I am a type of diffraction. I occur when rays leave. Yes, Peter?
Fraunhofer diffraction.
You're right. I was reading the third clue, 3 points. 3 points. Next one. I am a chemical reaction in organic chemistry. I am typically catalyzed by acids or bases. I avoid water. Yes, Peter?
Hydrolysis.
No. I continue. I avoid water, as the presence of water can lead to saponification, particularly when a base is used as catalyst. I am commonly used in the production of biodiesel from vegetable oils or animal fats, and in the manufacture of polyesters. In almost all cases, both my reactants and products are esters and alcohols. I am a chemical process in which an ester is formed from another ester. Who am I? Yes, which of you? Metal.
Alkaline hydrolysis of alkanoic acids.
No. Okay, surely you know this one. Yes. Excellent, that's right. Yes. Yes, so the right answer is transesterification. Last riddle. I am a medical procedure used primarily to address infertility. I belong to the field of reproductive endocrinology and infertility. I am a collection of medical procedures in which eggs and sperm are removed from an infertile. All right, Isaac.
In vitro fertilization.
No. I continue. From an infertile couple and manipulated in ways that increase the chances of fertilization occurring, such as in vitro fertilization. I am therefore used to aid in achieving pregnancy or conception. Yes, metal.
Artificial insemination.
No. For you. Used to aid in achieving pregnancy or conception in individuals who are having difficulty doing so spontaneously. When abbreviated, I spell an essential subject in schools that has endless benefits for children. So who am I? Okay, you want to try again? The right answer is assisted reproductive technology. And you see, when abbreviated, it spells ART, A-R-T, ART. All right, on that note, that's the end of the riddle round. At the end of the fifth round, Osei Tutu Senior High School has 27 points. Mfantsipim School has 53 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 53 points. We need to break the tie. Osei Tutu, you will excuse us, right? Okay. At this stage of competition, a tie is broken on sudden death basis using a riddle, one riddle. So I'm going to start reading out the clues. First school to ring and answer correctly wins the contest. Are we clear? All right. All right, so we begin. I am a specific angular measure. I am measured in radians. My angle is obtained by bisecting the right type of angle. Yes, Peter?
Okay. Pi on 4.
You are right. Before I announce the final scores, we have a protest from Presbyterian Boys Secondary School. According to them, the answer to the riddle had no unit. Mfantsipim's answer had no unit. The answer should have a unit. It should be pi over 4 radian. Pi over 4 is a number, not an angular measure, as the clue depicted. Unfortunately for you, the answer is pi over 4. This protest is not upheld. All right. So thank you so much for joining us for this contest. Before I announce the final scores, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with GOL PLC and supported by Joy News, Pepsodent, Jupe Money Transfer, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Beta Malt, ALX, Kivo, Bell Beverages, Flora Tissues, Coronation Insurance, Accra College of Medicine, University of Mines and Technology, Academic City University College, PMMC Jewelry, GTP, CHAS, YFM, and Girl Mark Foundation. The 2024 edition of the STEM Festival will come off from 7th to 23rd of November 2024. Please join us as we delve into the theme, Exploring Agri-Tech Solutions to Boost Ghana's Economy. All right, on that note, at the end of the contest, here are the final scores. Osei Tutu Senior High School has 27 points. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School has 53 points. Mfantsipim School had 53 points, but won the tie break. And on that note, they have won the contest. Osei Tutu Senior High School, thank you for being here. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. Best wishes. Presbyterian Boys Secondary School, thank you for being here and for giving us a really good contest. As reigning champions, it's sad for me to see you go. Unfortunately, this is the end of the road for 2024. All the best to you. Best wishes. Mfantsipim School. I have met you twice this year, and each time you sent me to tie breaks. Are you not aware that I dislike tie breaks? Anyway, congratulations on winning the contest. Well done, very well done. And I look forward to seeing you in the grand finale. We have some more goodies for you. As we were in the Gold Super Bonanza and you solved one riddle, you will be leaving with 600 Ghana cedis. Additionally, if your score remains the highest for the day, you will win the Pepsodent Highest Scorer Award, which at this stage is worth 5,000 Ghana cedis. The Pepsodent Highest Scorer Award is sponsored by Pepsodent. Every Smile Matters. Viewers, thank you so much for joining us for this very exciting contest. We have one more semi-final contest to go. That contest will be featuring St. Augustine's College, Wesley Girls High School, and Ghana National College. My name is Elsie Hoffman, and it's been my pleasure to be your quiz mistress. This has been a prime-time production. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.
From their livers rest, who give Well, we just ended. And sailed through to the next stage as reigning champions. They couldn't continue, but then I'm here with one of their coordinators, Sapero. Kindly join me here. I mean, it's a sad moment for your school as reigning champions right now. You're live on Joy News. It's a sad moment for your school right now, and how you feel? It's not a sad moment.
No, we don't see it as a sad moment. Okay. It's a contest. Yeah. We came in to win. Obviously, they also prepared, and you saw what happened. There were moments in the competition where we were contesting for obvious, correct answers. But I don't know. Maybe it was we believe. I mean, they had an agenda in a way, but it's a contest. What will you do?
Yeah, but then, obviously, Prof cleared that bit. She cleared that bit when you protested the last one.
We were not okay with it. Okay. We were not okay with it. They were making some assumptions which...
Anyways, at the end of the day, there had to be one winner. But then you clearly remember that in the second round, your speed race wasn't that too good.
Yes,
you realized that Mfantsipim was taking over. But then you took over, even the third one, everyone had 10 over 10. But then even at the fourth one, you guys still took the lead. But then the last round still didn't favor you.
Oh, but like I told you, it's a contest. Every school are equally prepared to win. Of course, Mfantsipim School is not a pushover. We know. Just that we knew, we were coming to win. And if it had gone otherwise, we still have to give glory to God and prepare massively for the next competition next year. So.
Yeah, well, sir, this is your headmaster for Presec Legon, assistant headmaster. Now, sir, how are you feeling about it? Everyone was actually, I wouldn't say everyone, but then obviously your school, you were rooting for a night trophy this year, but then you couldn't sail through. How do you feel about this?
As much as we don't feel the best we wanted to feel, we give glory to God. In fact, it's a very good contest. Yeah. We had a very good run for our money. We came prepared. It was obvious. We met no mean school, but Mfantsipim, they are a good school. We had a few odds going against us, but at this point, we just want to say that our boys should stand very solid. They put up a very good fight. We had a few protests that did not go well with us. They were obvious. If we had our way, we would have. We have video evidence of all other things.
But then you could attest to the fact that even though it wasn't a walk in the park for you, the second round was very tough for your school. You couldn't really well, you did great, but then you could see that Mfantsipim did incredibly well at that point. And even with the riddle round too, they were very confident when it comes to their answers in the riddle round.
No, you see, this whole contest is not just about answers. It's not just about content. The key thing is strategy. Yeah. It is not like Mfantsipim is more knowledgeable than Presec. In fact, strategy, skills, is a very vital part of this whole competition. Yeah. And a slip on your opponent's side is an advantage to you. So sometimes you don't respond smartly the way you are expected to respond because we knew what we were doing. You will notice that most of the time when they exercise speed as a discretion, it went against them. And our boys were calm. And that is what gave us the opportunity to close the gap. Sure. So our not being forthcoming like we expected was strategic.
Yeah. That is but then even at the end of the day, you still couldn't sail through, even when it got to the tiebreaker.
When you got to the tiebreaker, of course, you see, once the person was mentioning, you keep calm. Yeah. And when you keep calm, there are certain vital elements of the narration that you need to get. Pi on 4 is an answer. And for us, we're expecting that because it's a tiebreaker, the answer should be very precise. Okay. Well,
I think Prof cleared it at that point.
It's good. But
so finally, your last words. Next year, what are we expecting from Presec?
We have always, we've come very far. Yeah. We are still preparing for next year. as we always say, next year's contest started with the beginning of the previous years. So we are working hard. We thank all our stakeholders, the Board of Governors. We thank the school management. We thank the old students. We thank teachers. We thank students who are gathered and are watching us live. We thank everybody, our parents. We thank everybody who has contributed and brought us this far. But the greatest thanks to this competition is that we are winners because God has brought us thus far. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much, and that is Presec Legon. I have one of their teachers here, but then let me speak to these boys. Kindly join me. I have Boche boys here. I have Boche boys here, but then boys, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling very ecstatic. See,
don't worry, I hold it.
I don't know. I'm just so happy. We said it and we've done it. Presec is not a school. We said it, we've done it.
But you know what? Before I come to you, let me quickly get to the contestants, those who are on stage. And I mean, I have some of last year's contestants here. How are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm excited. Our boys have won. I'm excited and I'm happy. That's it. I'm happy. Yeah.
But then let me speak to, kindly join me here too. You were on stage, how were you feeling? Especially knowing that at the second round your school was actually acing it, knowing that you were racing against the 8-time champions. But then at that point you guys were doing well, incredibly well in the second round. How are you feeling?
I was feeling very glad that I always give glory to God that He has used me for His glory. I always give glory to God that He has made this opportunity possible for me, because it was a surprise to me when as it was going on, and all I could do was thank God.
All right, sure. Well, that is a contestant from Mfantsipim School. We need to get out. The excitement is actually outside. We need to move outside to get it talking to the students from Mfantsipim School. So let's move out now. Now to get a feel of how the outside auditorium is, just as you've seen already on the screen. Unfortunately, Presec is through this year. It was actually a tie when it comes to this contest, but then they couldn't move through to the next stage, which is the final stage. So far, we have Oli Keta, SHTS, and also Boche, that is in Mfantsipim. The last time they won this contest was 2014, and of course this year they are still sailing through and moving to the final stage. So we're still out here. I mean, the excitement is enormous right now. It's very huge and enormous right now. But then let me get outside to have a feel of what is happening right now. You can see a lot of students are out here. Dethroned.